Presentations, refining the site plan. Okay, let's pick up where we left off. It's 2204, complete. Okay, we're going to save as. 2205, begin, save as, complete. Okay, so we're going to be refining the site plan now. First thing that we're going to do, we're going to scroll down to our sheets and get these sorted out. So right now we want to jam in a site plan maybe after live 3D views and before floor plans existing in demo. There's no real function that's going to renumber all of these for you inside of the box of Revit. Okay, so let's make a new sheet. Right click on Sheets, New Sheet, and OK. And here we are, A108, but that's not actually the one we want. We want it to be A103, and we want to push all these other ones larger. So I'm going to just click on A108 unnamed. I'm going to hit F2, and I'm going to call it A103.1. Okay. And then all of these, I'm going to just click on them, hit F2, and bump them up one. So the 7 becomes 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and now this one, I can actually set it out A103. The reason why I had to put A103.1 was because you can't have two sheets with the same number. Okay, we're going to call this one Site Plan. Good. Okay, so let's look at our view here. We're going to go up to Existing Site. I'm just going to rename this right away. So Existing Floor Plan Site, and we'll call this one Site Existing. And I'll just double click on it. Now it's not showing us our site plan, so we have to do a little bit of refining on this. Let's just right click on one of these elevation markers. We're going to hide that whole category. We're going to hide all this stuff by element because maybe we want to put some other, elevation markers or slope arrows in. So let's just hide in view elements. And let's hide those ref planes as well. Not that they'll print or anything, just for our own view. Let's click on the light bulb. Okay, so this is showing all of the stuff that's hidden. We actually want to see all of this link and all the site and everything. So let's just select it all. Right click, and we're going to say unhide in view elements. And then we're going to close that. So now we can see our site plan, we can see our building, and let's do a couple of other things. So let's get this oriented correctly. So orientation, we're going to set to true north. So now that we've actually oriented it to the true north, let's just show where the north is. And we can do that by putting on a symbol. I'm going to go to annotate, and I'm going to go way over here to symbol. And then there's this little button here called symbol. Just click on that. And you should have one called north arrow 2. That usually comes stock, and it'll be in this file anyway. So let's just put that on there. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that. Maybe we'll put on some shadow just to give it a little bit of relief. So let's click on shadows on, and let's confirm where those shadows are. So that's another important point. Clicking on visual styles, click on graphic display options, go into the sun settings, make it a still solar study, and we'll say put it at 10 a.m. Sure. No ground plane, because we don't need an artificial ground plane because we have a real one in the site. So we can just say okay to that and okay to that. And there we go. There's a little bit of funny stuff happening with the shadows, and I think it's because this is sort of dug out. I'm going to click on our view, and I'm going to say show complete. Yeah, it doesn't really change. So we may have a little bit of tweaking that we have to do there. Let's carry on though. So we've got our existing site plan pretty much worked out. Let's just get that onto a sheet. So we'll go to our sheets, we'll go to a site plan, and then we'll scroll way back up, and we're going to go to existing, site existing, just drop that on. It's a little bit big. Let's just click on that and change its scale. We're going to go to 1 inch equals 30 feet. We can even go maybe a little bit bigger than that, maybe 3/64. Okay, equals a foot. And let's not forget to change this to viewport 2. And that way we'll have our title the way we like it. So we can move that up to there. Click on the viewport, then we can move the line back. There we go. There's our site existing. Let's do a site phase 1. So we'll click on site existing, right click, duplicate the view with detailing. Click on copy of site existing, F2, and I'm going to call this one site proposed. Okay, and simply change the phase 1. Apply. Good. Now it disappeared from our existing floor plans. Let's just put it onto the sheet from our phase 1. You can see it's right there, site proposed. Okay, so going down to the sheet, we'll double click on site plan and we can drag and drop our site plan proposed. And you see the lineup lines, like those are the alignment lines. Just want to make sure that all lines up. Okay, so there's viewport 2. These titles will also line up. Okay, so now we have a site plan. We could flesh that out more too with putting on dimensions and other things like that. Okay, so let's save what we've done, and then shut that down.